And very good morning. Dr. Artika ada kan?
Yeah.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, first of all, thank you for joining the Discourse over coffee for today's topic on sustainable environmental projects at IIUM Kuantan. Before that, let us begin our discourse with Suratul Al-Fatihah, reciting Suratul Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All right. So for today's invited speaker, we've able to invite a very prominent environmentalist, I would say. She is a senior lecturer at the Kulliyyah of Medicine, Assistant Professor Dr. Noor Artika Hassan, specialization in environmental health, as well as in medical and health sciences. So she is also the chairman of UIE Kuantan Environmental Performance and Monitoring Committee, in which especially we would like to invite her today to share on the sustainable projects, environmental projects that she's been leading at the IIUM Kuantan, so that hopefully us here in PPSK could also like collaborate or see the example of projects that she's already been conducted. So without further ado, I would like to invite our speaker for today's discourse over coffee. Please welcome Dr. Artika. The floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. Thank you, Dr. Marwadis. So allow me to share screen. Can you see my slides?
Yes, yes. Boleh, boleh.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Okay.
Okay. Cannot move. Okay. So today I've been given a topic, a title, Sustainable Environmental Projects at IIUM Kuantan, because Dr. Marwanis request me to share our projects at IIUM Kuantan. And basically when we talk about environment is everything under the sun. So there are a lot of projects under the environmental scopes. So I cannot cover everything. So I'll just focus on our committee programs. I will explain later why. Okay, basically the title, Sustainable Environmental Projects at IIUM Kuantan. And I know that you are from Apex University, you are from Research University, maybe USM has more environmental projects compared to IIUM, but we are, maybe some of us are Muslim. Me, I'm a Muslim. Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, convey from me even if this just one verse. So that is what I'm trying to do today. I just want to deliver our experience and what we have done at IIUM Kuantan. Maybe some of these projects you can duplicate at your university. I think maybe some of this project will capture your attention, inshallah. And a little bit about my background. I'm from Department of Community Medicine. My background in environmental health. I'm chairman of IKC EPMC, like already mentioned by Dr. Marwanis. And I'm also EIA consultant, registered under Department of Environment, specifically under the specifically for health impact assessment. And I'm also certified for SEPSWAM, for schedule waste management. And I've also attended for environmental auditor test and already passed under the Department of Environment, but not become a certified environmental auditor yet because I have to attend attachment for 30 hours So that one is not yet. But currently, I'm a competent person for EIA, specifically for HIA, and also for SEPS1. Okay, basically, when we talk about the sustainable environmental activities at IIUM, there are a lot of small organizations that will do activities also related to research. So me, myself, I'm the chairman for IKC EPMC. EPMC stands for Environmental Performance and Monitoring Committee. I will explain about our function at the university after this. Besides us, there are also flagships under the IIUM. There are a lot of, on the right side, there are a lot of flagships at IIUM. There are around 27 projects, and some of these projects also related to environment. So I will not cover on flagships. And for example, me myself, I'm also included under the River of Life for flagship number 19, because we have river at IIUM Kuantan, we have river at IIUM Gombak, so that's why we have River of Life under this flagship. And on the left side, I've also written there, Usra in Action. Usra in Action basically is the university required courses. At IIUM, all students for one semester, they have to take this subject. And for this subject, they have to do projects with the community. One lecturer will involve for every group. So I will not also touch for this project. So I'll just focus on EPMC. If you want to know more about the flagships, you can go to this website, flagship.ium.edu.my. Okay, so these are the outlines of my talk. I will explain a little bit about the EPMC. What is EPMC? What is the EPMC function at the universities? And what are the activities that been done at IIUM Kuantan? Some of these activities can be done by the students, and some of the activities require the top management to handle this issue. A little bit about the history of the EPMC at IIUM. Actually, it was started in 2016 because the university want to get certificate for ISO 14001-2015. And for Kuantan campus, we generated a lot of scheduled waste, specifically for clinical waste. And we have clinical waste collections for every 2 weeks. For every 2 weeks, we have to send the clinical waste to Quality Alam. So that is the main reason why this committee being established. But in 2016, the name is different. I didn't know because I joined the university in 2017 and 2018. And in 2017, Dr. Kausar left, so Dr. Niza lead for a while until I get my Senate letter from UKM. So I joined the university almost end of 2017. They wait for my Senate letter. When I get my Senate letter, I got my Senate letter in 2018. Then I automatically got this post, chairman for EPMC, started from 2018 until now. And we didn't get any salary for this. This is just for contribution to the university. And in 2022, because I think that we did a lot of activities at IIUM, why don't we just send application for Environmental Sustainability Award? And Alhamdulillah, our team won the Environmental Sustainability Award during the Takrim Day. For IIUM, we are using the term Takrim Day. Maybe other university, you are using a different term for Appreciation Day. I'm not sure about USM. And Alhamdulillah, since 2018, when we requested names from all the faculty members, center, institute, everything at IIUM, all the deans and all the chairman, the director gave us all the young ones. So our team members, around 20s to early 40s. So all the young bloods, that's why we can conduct many environmental activities at the campus level. Okay, this one just announcement at IIUM. So we won for Environmental Sustainability Award, IIUM Kuantan, Environmental Performance and Monitoring Committee. We are under Office of Campus Director because our team members from all KCDIO. In IIUM Kuantan, we use the term KCDIO. K, Kulliyyah, other university, you are using the term faculty. C, center, institute, office, and departments. Okay, our main aim why EPMC was established basically because we want to comply with the Environmental Quality Act 1974. So our committee will advise the university because we have a little bit more knowledge about the environment. So that's why we have to give advice to the university, and that's why they send me for the environmental auditor course to make sure that I'm competent and understand the EQA 1974. Basically I think all university, we have all these issue. The left one, schedule waste. I think USM also you have schedule waste, either chemical waste or also clinical waste. We generated a lot of this waste. And for schedule waste, we have collection for every 2 weeks. For chemical waste, our collection every 6 months. And the university spend a lot of money for schedule waste management. And we also have to cater for a sewage treatment plant. For sewage treatment plant, basically managed by DBSP, one of the companies, the holding under IUM, but they have to give us results every month for us to review the results. Is it comply with the EQA 1974? Because every 3 months we have to present this at the Kuantan level meeting regarding the safety and also environment. So we have to discuss all these issues. So on the right side about the air emissions, if any of the buildings inside the university has tech or chimney, so we have to comply with air emission. At our com building, after this we want to build one stack from the mortuary because of the formaldehyde issue. So we have to comply with the environmental quality, clean air regulations 2014, and effluent, everything that come out from UIA, we have to comply with the environmental quality, industrial effluent regulations 2009. And these are the functions of our committee. And basically, we want also to assist Department of Environment. So everything related to environmental policy at the university, we have to assist OSHB. I'm not sure at USM, maybe you have different term, but at IUM, we are using the term OSHB. For IIUM Kuantan, we have only one representative. So that's why for environment, we have to build another team to cater for all these issues. So for environmental policy, like I mentioned, we have to assist the university. Environmental budgeting also, for example, for the schedule waste, every year we will spend around 400K to manage schedule waste for the whole IIUM. That one, we have to produce the proposal not only for IIUM Kuantan campus, but for the whole IIUM. IIUM Kuantan, IIUM Gombak, IIUM, we have Gambang also. So that proposal cover for all. Environmental reporting and communication, all our findings we have to report at a Kuantan level, and they will bring it to the Gombak level. And we have to write the reports end of the year. And we also have to publish whatever our data at our Facebook, at any medium to show our commitments towards the environment. And on the right side, Environmental Monitoring Committee, that is why our committee was formed. Consists of actually just 12 committee, 3 lecturers, and the rest are supporting staff, science officer and others. And environmental facility at IUM, we have several environmental facility, not specifically for environment. Environmental facility that we mean here, we have scheduled waste storage, we have STP and other facilities that I will show you after this, and environmental competency. At the moment, the university sent a few of us. For example, me, I have already passed my environmental audit exam, SEPSWAM, and we have another SEPSWAM at the university. And we have also a competent person for STP to review all the data. Like I mentioned, DBSP will do the test and not do the test, collect the samples, send to the accredited lab, and they will report to the DOE under the online reporting system. Then after that, they have to give us the data. There is one competent person that will review and make sure that it is under the EQA 1974. Basically, our team, we have to make sure the university comply with the Environmental Quality Act 1974. Okay, this is a little bit about the schedule waste. I think all of you are aware the definition of schedule waste. If there is the waste contain one or more of these characteristic, we call it receipt or cirit, up to you. It is considered as scheduled waste, and we have to send most of these waste to the quality alam. At IUM, we send to a few vendors, but all prescribed premises. And these are the requirements that we have to comply. And since 2016, IUM, we aggressively did a lot of training to the staff. And previously, we just focused on storage, but current inventory. Currently, we improve a little bit from time to time. We are focusing on labeling for this year. And these are the example of mismanagement issue before 2015. So that's why we have to educate the community, and more staff must undergo the training under the DOE for SEPSWAM. So more competent person, we can advise the university. So that all these particular photo will not be experienced later at the university, and we have to report under East Waste. And this one, our picture for scheduled waste storage is quite a huge storage. If you want to visit, I'm not sure about USM, maybe you have scheduled waste storage also. This is the signage. I will show the picture. This is the situation inside the scheduled waste storage, and we also have the cold room. These are the activities inside the scheduled waste storage. Okay, this is one of the picture overall for our scheduled waste storage, and collected, we'll send to Quality Alam every 2 weeks. Okay, when we have problems, we will call all the deans and all the top managements to discuss. And previously we have issue with schedule waste, so we call all the top management. We have to discuss what kind of solutions that we want to propose to the university. So we will do a letter, memorandum, or whatever, petition or whatever to the university. But basically we must get the consensus from all the top management from the university, represent all the KCDIO. So we'll bring their voice. So this location also been one of the most frequent educational visit sites for the environmental subjects. These are actually medical students because they have to take environmental health subjects. So they visited the scheduled waste storage at IUM. Okay. The second part, we also have to manage for the sewage treatment plant. So basically, these are the sewage treatment plant at our university. We have 3 STPs at the university: open system, closed system, and another one outside the Indra Mahkota campus at the Jalan Hospital. Okay, that one is the history of IUM. Previously started at Jalan Hospital, Kuantan. Then after that, we have campus at Indra Mahkota. So we have to manage for 3 STPs. When we got the result, we have to review from 3 STPs and make sure comply with the Environmental Quality Act 1974. And if you have issue, then we have to discuss back with the DBSP. Suggestion, we have to give suggestion, we have to give recommendation. If require money, then OSHB will do proposal to the top management. And basically all the results, they have to upload in the online reporting system. So our team, we have to make sure comply with the EQA 1974. Okay, these are the pictures of the open system at the university, and also become one of the attraction sites for students for educational visits. And management walkabout, we bring all the deans, all the top managements also to this area to make sure that they know if you have any problems. Basically, a little bit about the STP at the university. Management walkabout. Okay, air emission, like I mentioned, our Kulliyyah of Medicine building, we want to build a stack. So we have to comply with the EQA, Clean Air Regulations 2014. And after this, we have to report under the online reporting system. This one, the previous one, suitable more for staff and top management. And this one, more suitable for students. Besides all those activities, required activities by university, we did a lot of other activities at the campus level. And mostly, since 2018, we didn't get any allocation from the university. So all our projects are free projects. I mean, for this kind of activities. The previous activities like sewage, scheduled waste, that one must get budget from the university. For all this project, we didn't get any budget. So mostly we focus on waste because this can be done free. for free. But for this year, Alhamdulillah, we get some budget from Office of Campus Director, so we can do more program. So I will explain one by one whatever program that we have done at the university level and Kuantan level, not only university and Kuantan level. First, I mentioned we focus on waste. So when we talk about waste, we always talk about reduce, reuse, recycle, right? So for reduce, we created one Facebook platform. We name it as Free Cycle Kuantan. I will explain after this what is Free Cycle Kuantan. For reuse, sometimes we reuse clothes. We are in the East Coast areas. In the East Coast areas, we explain flood almost every year. So when, for example, currently on August, so maybe in October, we'll collect all the clothes. December or January, we'll send. Previously, we sent to Maran almost 1,000 kg clothes, 3 lorries, if I'm not mistaken, during that time. And recycle, this one, we practice it every month. We collaborate with SW Corp. We already have the tentative specific date. So they will come and collect from all the KCDIO, all the faculties at IIUM Kuantan. So they have already know all the locations inside the university. Sometimes one of our staff will assist them just to show the locations, but this already been continued since 2018. Most of the staff, SW Corp staff, they have already know where is the Kulliyyah of Medicine, where is the Kulliyyah of Dentistry. We just have to mention where the sites that they should collect for that specific dates. And for recycle, usually every year from 10,000 kg to 16,000 kg consistently since 2018. And we have that proper data because we collaborate with SW Corp. And we have food composting program. But during COVID, this a bit slow because most of the students, they will not stay in the mahala, and most of the cafeteria not operated during the COVID. But now we want to start back. I will show you after this. And we have upcycle program. We always talk about reduce, reuse, recycle, but for this year, we have program upcycle from used cooking oil into soap. I will show you after this also. And from this free cycle Kuantan, we have currently almost 25K members, 25,000 members. So we also provide community assistance. I will also explain after this. Okay, this is our page for Free Cycle Kuantan. And previously, when we talk about the name, either because we are from the Islamic University, is it must be related something like Islamic, then after that we get a consensus, just put it as Free Cycle Kuantan. Free Cycle Kuantan, basically if you Google about Free Cycle, it's already been done in the overseas, but we just want to bring the idea to the local community, and everything in the Free Cycle Kuantan is free. Everything free at Free Cycle Kuantan. So what I can say that this is one of the most sustainable activities that been done by our group and require the least energy, because we have just to created this group, I think in the past 2 years. Then after that, we do aggressively the promotion. In 4 months, we attract 10,000 members. Then after it reached to 20,000, then we can slow down because we are like centipede. We are a lot of tasks. We need to do a lot of tasks, right? So we can say that this is one of the most sustainable project that we have done, because every day we just have to approve posts. We just have to control. No one can sell anything here. Everything here is free. And during the setup, if I'm not mistaken, in 2019, we, the committee, 12 of us, we have to start it first. We have to provide a lot of things that unwanted items that we don't want to use at our house. We have to put here. Then we promote at all the Kuantan Facebook page. There are a lot of Kuantan Facebook page, the viral page, 300 members, everything. And the lecturers donated a lot. For example, fridge or sofa, including the Ogawa chair, because they don't want to use that items anymore. So we post everything there and attract a lot of people. But the main aim, everything here is free. You cannot sell anything here. Our main aim actually, of course, when we don't want to, for example, we don't want that item. For example, the first one I give to this group, if I'm not mistaken, stroller. the stroller costs quite expensive. I don't use the stroller for more than 2 years. I kept in the store. So what's the function I kept in the store? That's why I just give to the community, and we can choose. For example, we want to give priority for B40. And from this group also, we have already identified list of asnaf, many B40s, list of asnaf. Then after that, we collaborate with NGOs, we collaborate with masjid, we collaborate with zakat, and we collaborate with politicians to give many assistance to this community. You create the group first, then after that you will encounter there are many people need a lot of assistance. And we are from the university, we have networking, we can assist the community. Okay, these are the functions, how it works. And basically, you can put your items inside that page. We will approve, the admin will approve. And you have to set the location where you want to meet your, not customer lah, where you want to meet that person. We advise to meet at public. Me, myself, they just collected in front of my house. For the time being, no issue. And after that, if you don't want to use that item, you can donate back to free cycle or recycle, or if it cannot be used, then you can donate, dump into landfill. The main objective for this page, because we want to reduce waste, so we want to reduce waste being dumped at the landfill. And for Muslim, when we don't donate our items for all the neediest person, inshallah we'll get the pahala, right? Continuously, as long as they still use the item. This is one of the earliest poster that we produce. So in 4 months, as you can see, we managed to attract 10,000 members. Okay, these are among the items being donated at Free Cycle Kuantan. There are a lot more and still can be used. Can you see the condition 8/10? Stroller, washing machine, sofa, cupboard, because some of the stuff they just want to clear their house. They didn't really care about the money. They just want to clear their house because they want to buy new cupboard, new furniture. Okay, there are a lot of things, even animals. But we have to carefully approve the post. Okay, these are amongst the things donated by Kuantan community to other Kuantan community. And during flood, we can use this platform, Free Cycle Kuantan, to help other community. For example, we set up this poster. Then after that, if any of the community need assistance, they will respond below that post. So the community nearby that area will assist that community. And if no one assists that person, our team will let the NGOs, for example, Ikram, Masjid, like I mentioned, we also have a connection with the politicians, everything. We have to bring the issue to the respective relevant authorities. And this is one of the posters that we created during COVID, because during that time, there are a lot of communities at Kuantan affected, I think worldwide affected. And we want to assist specifically for Kuantan community. So those who are in need, they have to write their name and their problems, and we give their name to politicians. There is one person under the politicians, so we just gave their names. Everyone get assistance from that persons. Okay, under the same page also, Facebook Kuantan, we promote about this program, school clothes donation. And this is, we conducted it once previously, and we get a lot of response from the public. I can say that this is one of the most successful program that we had done. And this program helped B40 a lot. During that time, actually, we want to do the program just for 7 days, but because we received a lot of feedbacks from the participants, those who came, so we extend a little bit. But this one, we collaborate with Masjid UAE, because Masjid UAE, it has different entrance compared to the main entrance. So all the community, they don't have to use the main entrance, they just use the masjid entrance. And for this activity, we didn't provide the hanger. Those who want to donate, they have to bring the hanger. After the activity, we got more than 500 hangers. So it benefits more than 500 families. That one only for those who have hangers, but we have also collected for pants and a lot of t-shirts lah, a lot of t-shirts, a lot of shoes, and including new items. So if, for example, the students at USM, you want to conduct this similar project, I encourage the students or the university lecturers, those who have the capacity to conduct similar program, because this program really assisted community a lot, especially B40. And during that time, because this project conducted at Masjid, we have the students from Eco Club assisted us, and we also have staff from Masjid assisted us, and also volunteer from public, because a lot of clothes, a lot of shoes, a lot of bags, we have to make sure that everything is neat and tidy. We came just for example, at 8 a.m., at 2 p.m., at 5 p.m. And at night, those students, for example, they want to pray at Masjid, we just want to, we told them, just make sure that everything is clean. And for this project, it attracted not only Muslim, including non-Muslim, came to IIUM Masjid to take all the donated items. And some of those who came, they mentioned that this is the third times they came to take all the clothes and some of the new shoes. So if you want to conduct, please, I propose this program. We also have used cooking oil collections. This one, for this kind of activity, usually for every time when we did this activity, we can get around 300 kg of used cooking oil. And this vendor will go to each cafeteria. So we have to discuss, we have to deal with all cafeteria inside the campus. So all of them agreed with that amount of money. Currently, 1 kg, 2 ringgit. This is the previous poster. The most updated poster, 1 kg, 2 ringgit. Among the pictures. Then after that, we upgrade. Previously, we just take from all the cafeteria. Now we upgrade from the used cooking oil, we make into soap. It's very simple, actually. You also can do at your university, just using used cooking oil, and also sodium hydroxide. And we are very familiar with the laboratory setting. We can do this kind of activities at our university. Okay, these are among the products, the soap that we produce from the used cooking oil. And we got money from the OCD, Office of Campus Director, actually because we want to produce a gift for IIUM 40th anniversary next year. So this is the first attempt, and we use all these first attempt we gave during our recycle day last 2 days to those who came to our IIUM recycle day. Okay, this one, cloth donation from this one in 2020. So during that time, we managed to collect 1,536 kg of all clothes were sent to flood victims in Maran, Pahang. And for this activity also, we require many assistance lah. So we need collaboration from staff and also students. Okay, this one, we just did this program 2 days ago at IIUM Kuantan. So these are the price, including used clothes. We managed to get one vendor that can pay for 0.50 cents per kg. So, but this is the first time the vendor conduct this kind of program. So they just managed to get 1,000 kg. After 1,000 kg, they don't want to pay. But it's okay because most of the community, they just want to donate their clothes, right? So this one also quite successful program. Okay, we got a certificate from SW Corp because of our continuous works with the SW Corp from 2018 until now. And this is post from SW Corp Kuantan. So in that 2 days, from 15 until 16 August, we managed to collect for the whole university almost 5,000 kg. And from the SW Corp, they mentioned that this is the highest amount of waste that they manage, and previously, if conducted by Majlis Bandaraya Kuantan, also will not reach up to almost 5,000 kg. We conducted the program drive-through. So as you can see here, the staff just drop their items, and we have 3 weighing scales, and a lot of the community will assist the staff to make sure there is no backlog for cars. And for this area, this is near the main entrance, and no one use this area. This is the parking lot for OSAM, for the security. These are among the pictures if collected at the building. Okay, this is IIUM food waste composting project. For all the cafeteria at IIUM, it is been provided with the bin. We call it smart bin. So all the food waste, they will put in the smart bin, and the BSB staff will carry all the food waste to this center. And they have these composting machines. After a few hours, it will dry and it will turn into fertilizer. It will mix a little bit here and there to become a fertilizer. So the DBSB will sell the fertilizer. This is also one of the sustainable activities, but the main issue during COVID, because most of the cafeteria was not operating, so we want to start back. And currently we have also a problem because the hospital want to use this area and they have to move to another area. Okay, training. We did training every year. It's maybe related to Environmental Quality Act, maybe related to schedule waste, maybe related to STP, anything related to environmental issues. This one at Kulliyyah, this one related to legal requirement. We have already know who's the person in charge from the Department of Environment Kuantan for IIUM. So we always invite them. Okay, these are among the posters that have been generated by our committee. A lot of posters, very common posters for email, Facebooks, everything. We have another page for IIUM Kuantan Environmental Performance and Monitoring Committee, but the free cycle page is more active compared to this one. These are among the announcement at this page. Okay, this is actually the poster during 2020. I just managed to get poster in 2020 because we have to present this to top management. So I just managed to get this. These are the example of posters that we present to the top management every 3 months. Okay, basically these are among our committee members. And at the back is our schedule waste storage. Okay, that's all. My sharing for IIUM Kuantan Environmental Performance and Monitoring Committees and activities under our committee. Is there any questions that you want to ask? Because I have been told by Dr. Marwanis, 30 minutes for presentation and 30 minutes for question and answer.
Yes, let's welcome anyone would like to ask or open for discussion, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dr. Artika. Thank you for your sharing. I think it's very impressive activities being done in IIUM Kuantan. So I'm Farida from Environmental Innovation Health Program here in PPSK. Just want to ask your thoughts because you said that IIUM have been accredited by ISO 14001, right? Yeah, so do you think that because of that accreditation, it's make it easier for IIUM or your team to conduct such activities because it can ensure the compliance because you know these are continuous monitoring and when meet all the compliance. So what's the good and the advantages or disadvantages is we have the accreditation or we don't have the accreditation, but we still want to pursue the same aim.
Okay, for the accreditation purpose, not every faculty has accreditation for environment 14,001, 2015. But our activity, because we cover for the whole IIM Kuantan, so we will assist all the faculty. The good things about the ISO, because you already complied with everything regulated under the EQA 1974, and you have to request budget from the university. And the disadvantage of ISO, you have to prepare a lot of documents. Documentation is very tedious, and a lot of guidelines that you have to produce if you want to do ISO 2014 and 2000 ISO 14001 2015. Am I answering your questions?
Yeah,
So
so you
that is
think
the
that
only one disadvantages. Too many guidelines that you have to prepare. Even we ourselves at IUM, we hire consultants. We hire consultants to prepare the template. So all the faculty, we are using the same template. We just edit a little bit here and there for the guidelines.
so
If you
actually
want to prepare, if you want to prepare all the guidelines, it'll be very tedious because there are too many things. And like I mentioned, we are the academicians, we are like a certificate. We hold so many positions. We cannot prepare all those things. We must have team. Like I mentioned, our team, we have representative from each KCDIO. And at the same time, for each faculty, they have environmental unit. They have their own team. Is it clear?
so like the initiation of this center, right? So is it one main play that like perjuangkan untuk dapatkan center ni baru boleh nak
At that time, at this moment, the accreditation only for the faculty, not for the whole IIUM for the time being.
But is IIUM planning to get the accreditation for each faculty ke?
At the moment, each faculty, they have to do by their own. But OSHB already provide us template. Like I mentioned, because IUM hire consultants to prepare the templates. So all the faculty, we are using the same templates. For EPMC, we conducted a lot of programs. So those programs will assist all this faculty to comply with the ISO 14001 2015. And we are not being audited, but all this faculty will be audited every year.
So yang untuk the recycling program tu, so how do you initiate the starting of the program with because you collaborate with the SW Corp kan, sebab kita nak make sure dapat satu challenge, maybe lah challenges can if you can share the challenges while doing all this and try to achieve all the objective kan, especially how you make sure memang akan ada enough production of that recyclables kan, clothes ke apa macam-macam lah, plastik apa semua tu sebelum that SW Corp atau mana-mana contractor untuk kutip those recyclable waste. So itu yang kita maybe concern lah, takut tak dapat sambutan daripada participant ataupun university community.
Okay, for EPMC, like I mentioned, for our team, we consist of staff from all KCDIO. So from all Kulliyyah, from all faculty, we have representative. So every time, for example, we have already set the date for collection from the SW Corp, we will ask in the group, which KCDIO want to collect their waste. So there is one person in charge for every faculty. And this person in charge will represent for ELO, Environmental License Officer. So like I mentioned also, in the faculty, they have the environmental unit. So they have to disseminate the information for each faculty.
Okay. So keep on promoting and reminding everyone to participate lah.
And actually, because I started this program in 2018, and before that, for individual kuliah, for example, they have a lot of recycle waste. They will collect, they will call the vendor by themselves. Then when I took this post in 2018, I think we have to do more sustainable way and more easier way for the whole campus. So that's why we deal with SW Corp. Under SW Corp, there are a lot of vendors. For example, vendor A cannot come, they will call vendor B. So the date will still be, for example, we set on 20 years. So on 20 years, the vendor will come. We are not sure whether A, B, or C, but the SW Corp will assist us.
I see. So centralized system is much more easier and
Yeah.
sustainable.
Yes, sustainable, and we can easily collect the data.
Yeah, true.
Because for SW Corp, they will write all those data and update to us. Easy for us for documentation purpose.
Okay, nice. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Artika.
SW Corp cover for the whole Malaysia, right? You can also collaborate with SW Corp.
Yeah.
And
Thanks.
we fully utilize our email. We have Kuantan email, so we will disseminate all those information. Like I mentioned, in the past 2 days, we did IUM Recycle Day. Like I mentioned, SW Corp said they didn't expect that much waste being generated by IUM. In 2 days, almost 5,000 kg. Because usually in 1 year, we will send 10,000 to 16,000. But in 2 days, 2 days program, we managed to generate almost 5,000 kg.
Seriously.
They didn't expect that much. And during that time, actually, they just brought 500 ringgit for IUM activities. One kuliah, they dispose their e-waste, can got 900 ringgit.
So, sorry to ask. So, where's the money goes to? Is it the center or to support all the programs conducted by the center or to the university?
In terms of money, it depends on the kuliah. It depends on the faculty. At our university, we call it kuliah. For example, it's collected at Faculty of Medicine. I'm from Faculty of Medicine. We just give it to the cleaner.
Oh.
We just gave it to the cleaner. So the cleaners, they have motivation. They have motivation. And other kuliah, for example, kuliah of allied health science, they collect the money and they put the money inside the environmental unit. So it's up to the kuliah. But during the IUM Recycle Day, those who send their recycled items, they will get the money for themselves. If they send for the kuliah, like I mentioned, they send the e-waste up to 900 ringgit. So that one belongs to the kuliah.
Interesting.
Dr. Artika, may I ask, I'm wondering, because this one is conducted in IIUM Kuantan under the EPMC, do you go to committee as well? For example, the one that you mentioned, the food waste from the cafeteria, do you go to the community and then transfer the knowledge among the community or the schools?
Okay, there is a few groups under the Usrah in Action did that. But for our committee, currently we just focus on among staff, IIM Kuantan staff, but Free Cycle Kuantan, that one for committee. But and also for example, for the IUM clothes donation that I mentioned that we did that program at Masjid, that one also we open for IUM, we open for Kuantan community. We have to think more if we want to do programs with the Kuantan community, because we cannot allow all publics to enter the main entrance because of the COVID issue. There are a lot of security issue. If we want to do another program, we want to do the program with the Kuantan community, we have to use another entrance, because that one only limited to masjid. And we also receive a lot of feedbacks from IIM Kuantan. We receive recommendations lah, if we can get any areas specifically for our committee outside the IIM Kuantan. Actually for IIM Kuantan, because I'm afraid you don't have any idea, we have the compound IIUM Kuantan, but on the right side we have clinic facility, family health clinic. We have IIUM dialysis center. We have another building outside IIUM. So there is a proposals from the top management if we want to use any of the areas at that area, but we have to think of that because we just have 12 members. If we get any areas, we have to maintain that areas. For example, if you use that areas for collections of recycles, we have to make sure that that areas is clean. Am I answering your question, Dr. Mauranis?
Yes.
Ah,
So, as I can see, strong team members as well as support
yes,
from the top management as well as
yes,
from top to bottom, bottom to top, all out,
yes,
right?
betul.
Okay, is there any more question? Any last question, please, from members of the floor? Ada tak?
I think for students, you can do yang clothes donation lah. Specifically for the school clothes donation, it's
Yeah.
really will benefit the community. But you have to collaborate with NGO because after the program, there are still many school clothes or the shoes left. So you have to donate that items to other individuals. So that's why you have to collaborate with NGO. Basically, for all these environmental activities, you have to collaborate with NGO. For our team, we collaborate with Malaysian Nature Society. We have a very strong we have strong in touch with Puan Jihan under Malaysian Nature Society. We have strong collaboration with SW Corp. We have strong collaboration with the Eco Club that will involve students for all the environmental activities. And another one, DBSP for our university.
I see. Okay,
Because
one more thing. I'm interested on the soup that you are making from the cooking oil, right? Did you sell those for profit or generate have any intention on that? Or yeah.
Actually, we request a lot of requests. We receive a lot of requests. If we can do for example, for COM 25th anniversary for this month, but we don't have time.
Wow.
If we want to generate money, we have to think in terms of our capacity too. Because previously at IUM, we also have eco bag, everything. But for example, when people order for 3,000, when you have a limited number of staff to produce that in a short period, it will be terrible. So we have to think of that too.
Yes, true. All right. We have another like 5 more minutes. Dr. Artika, do you have any last comments or what you call it, last kata-kata kepada we all here? Because this one, I'm sure in order to keep this going, to keep this sustained, passionate tu penting. What
Betul.
you
We are from the university. We have a little bit advantage compared to the community outside the campus. So we have responsibility. We are the leader. We are been appointed by Allah as a Khalifah, and we have a little bit higher knowledge compared to others. So we have to think of something that can benefit the community. So as a start, I think if you want to adopt any activities that we conducted at IIUM Kuantan, you can start with something related to free cycle, because that one is very easy and will benefit the B40 a lot and require least energy. And the second one, like I mentioned, if students can do the clothes donation program, that one also will benefit the community a lot. We receive a lot of responses from the community that thank us for this kind of programs. You can start first. If you don't have money, you can also start, but you have to be passionate, like mentioned by Dr. Marwanis, and strong group members.
Yes, strong group members. All right. Thank you, Dr. Artika, for your time, for your sharing. It's very impressive of what you've been doing. You've been leading the IIM Kuantan, EPMC and everything. And we hope that our campus also can go green as well. And then having a strong team members is a good start untuk apa ni start off, right? Okay. With that, betul Kak Ti nak pergi melawat IIUM Kuantan, lepas tu
Yes.
kita pergi jumpa, pergi
Boleh,
tengok.
jemputlah
Tapi
datang.
yes.
Boleh jemputlah datang. Because actually ada universities like UM also visited our schedule-based storage.
Ah.
Dia tengok. So macam boleh je. Datanglah, jemput datang. Kita menerima dengan tangan terbuka.
Alright. Thank you. With that, we'll end our session for today's discourse over coffee. Until the next session, insyaAllah next month. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Artika again, as well as student staff dekat PPSK, as well as dekat IIUM. Okay. With that, thank you. Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Dr. Artika.
Okay, thank you.